Hi there, it's Alex here again. Today I'm going to be doing a demonstration of a couple of new additions to my wall of gadgets. So the top one here is a regular energy monitor. So we got two analog dials here representing gas and electric, and we got two sets of numbers here which represent how much I spent today on gas and how much I spent on electric. And I'll take you through it in more detail in a bit. Bottom one here is a bit more interesting, a bit more colourful. This is what I call the OctoClock. Since I'm on a variable rate tariff, I pay different amounts for energy every half an hour. So sometimes it's really low, like sometimes it's even negative, and sometimes it's quite expensive, like 50 pence per kilowatt hour. And the colours around the edge here represent how expensive my electricity is going to be at any one time. There's also a couple of numbers here which represent what I'm paying currently and what the average will be over the next period. So let's take you through some more detail now and get zoomed in so you can see exactly what's going on here. Okay, so let's start with this top panel. So on the left hand side we have two analog meters, one representing gas load and one representing electric load. At the moment I've got no gas appliances on, no heating on, so the gas is firmly set at 0. On the right hand side here I've got my electric load, which is just over a kilowatt at the moment. We've got quite a few appliances on at the moment. It's getting dark as well, so a lot of lights are on, so I'd expect that to be about a kilowatt. And let's just do a quick demo. I've got a hairdryer here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that on. It's going to get noisy. Just give it a moment. Any second now. Yep. You see that needle's gone up to 3 kilowatts, which means the hairdryer is about 2000 watts. That's what the hairdryer takes. And I'll turn that off, give it about 5 to 10 seconds, and that will go back down. Hopefully. Come on. There we go. It's gone back down. On the right hand side here, we've got gas and electric for the current day. So today I've spent £1 on gas, I spent £1.61 on electric. There are two buttons down the bottom here. So what we're in at the moment is day mode. That shows the amount I'm spending per day. If I press rate, that will show the amount per kilowatt hour I spend on gas, which is 7 pence, and electric, which is currently 21 pence. So that's about average for this time of day. That amount varies every half an hour, which is where this bottom clock comes in here. So let's take that back today and have a look at the bottom one here. First of all, you can see the time. Obviously there's a standard clock mechanism behind this, but round the edge here is a ring with different colors. So the white color here represents what the time currently is, so means I'm in sync basically. Now what you can see between now, it's a 10 to 4. Yeah, it's 10 to 4. So at 4 o'clock, I think, well, I know the price of electricity is going to go up, so the rate's going to go up, and that's represented by these orange and red colors. So until about 7 o'clock, I'm going to be paying a lot more for electricity. After that time, it goes slowly back to green, which means I'm going to be paying less for electricity. So if I want to run any appliances, it's best to do it in this green zone, not in this red zone here. Now you may be thinking, why is this bit blank? That's because the rates for 11 o'clock onwards will come through at 4 o'clock. And at 4 o'clock, that will be illuminated for the next day and overnight. There's also a couple of numbers here to help with budgeting. So we got our current rate here, 21, which is the same as this rate here. And up the top here, we got an average rate, which is the rate averaged over all this time. So I'm paying less than average at the moment. I suspect when I get to 4 o'clock, that's going to be more than average. That's probably going to go up to around 30, maybe even 35 pence based off the colours I'm seeing here. And we've had this for a little while now, so I know what these colours mean and when things get bad. Next I'm going to take you for a look behind the scenes here. So have a look at the circuit boards, have a look at the wiring, and have a look at all that good stuff. So let's take a look behind the clock face. I've already taken off the hands to the clock. Now let's take off the face. So what we have here is a 2TM1637 7-segment displays. They're driven by an I2C type protocol, but not actually I2C. And in here, we have the original clock mechanism that came with the clock when I bought it. And over to the left here, we have the brains, which is a tiny S2, ESP32. And you can see there at the end, there's a USB connector for debugging. And finally, wires up here and all the way around is a 60 LED Adafruit NeoPixel, basically an LED matrix, which provides the colours for the outside. Let's have a quick look behind the energy meter here. So this is a fairly basic one actually. So what we can see here is the 2 7-segment display drivers from Adafruit. Down here, 2 push buttons, ESP32 tiny S2 there, and the 2 big old clunky analog meters there. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess of wires, but it does. Finally, I've had a question about how all this stuff's powered. You're not seeing any wires here, and I haven't drilled into walls or anything because this is a solid brick wall. I don't really want to gouge it out. So let's take a look behind the meter at the top here. So what you can see is speaker wire. This is a thick copper speaker wire. It carries a lot of amps, so it can more than manage the 5 volts, about 1 amp that probably all of my devices here take. It's going up and down there and across the wall as well. You can see some other picture frames behind that do other things that's shown in my other videos. So, I mean, it's a practical solution. It's a lot easier than gouging conduits into wall for this kind of device. Righto, so that's it from me. All my code, all the schematics are available on my GitHub repository, and a better stroke full write-up is available at alexshakespeare.com. So see you next time.